Find some mood setting Maple Story BGM for the background. Perfect. Okay. How do we do this? I do this. Boo! Look at that. Professional. Homie, I'm professional. And then I see... Well, and then I go by my checklist thing. Count progression checklist. Bam. Squeeze that thing in here. Wow, almost works perfectly. Not really, but almost. Okay. Here we go. All right. Class, Night Lord, correct?
Yes.
Level 1, 2, 19.
Correct.
Time to play. How much time do you play?
Not too much.
Not too much.
When I'm active, I'll typically play 10 hours a day. But when I'm not, it's typically 3 months off, then a bit on, then off again, and on.
Oh yeah, so it's like all or nothing kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Number of computers available is just one, I'm thinking?
2.
Oh, you have 2 available. Cool. What is the goal for now? I assume is getting CRA gear?
Correct.
Being CRA ready and carrying your own weight?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Probably.
Because I scrolled through it pretty quickly, and it seems like that is what you're moving towards, and definitely attainable. How much money do you have in the bank right now?
About 2 bill.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 billion.
Okay. Possible basics to cover. Flames, flame score. Do you get all that?
Well, I haven't focused too much about flames at the moment because I know I still have the Peslier gear.
You have a
So
lot of non-boss, yeah. Actually, all of it is non-boss. The only thing that can get good flames is your cup. Everything else is not good flamey. Okay.
Exactly.
But you know about the difference between flame advantage, not flame advantage, and
I do, yeah.
yeah, rough outcomes, what you aim for, and everything.
6+ or something for Night Lord at least. But yeah, I've looked through the flame guide.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Transfer hammer. You know the value of transfer hammer and what you could use that for.
For the pap mark.
So pep mark would be transposing, right?
Oh, right. Oh yeah, transferring. Well, yeah. Then technically, I could finish my claw, and then transfer that onto a CRA, right?
Yeah, 51 comes out, but it so transfer hammer only takes your potential with you up to epic, so it would get tiered down. So you wouldn't want to do too much in terms of tiering it up, but you could do stuff in terms of getting the potential lines on there. But I don't know which one you have right now, so we'll get to that in a bit. ID. Is this a picture of your ID right now? This is present, right? Yeah, with the new Codex 72. That's gonna be.
It's actually 79. I'm not too sure what I did yesterday, but I think I have.
Link skill. Here's
somewhere.
Yeah, the second picture has 79. Yeah, with light wash. That's probably why.
Yeah, I think I was with and without the link skills.
Yeah. So you've got a little bit of a mix and match. I'm just gonna go through this list first. Inner ability. Oh, you're relying on crit rate there now. That's probably all fine. You don't need attack speed +1 anyway, so it's all kind of like fluff. Although boss damage would be nice. Yeah, not having the familiars right now really makes you have to do that quite differently. Okay. Transposing, you know about that, but we're not going to be talking about that today. Things to check. Yeah, so crit rate. you have yourself like, do you have your damage range completely boosted somewhere as well? Like with all of your...
Sorry, what?
Do you have like a picture of your stats as well when you're completely buffed?
I mean, I can. Do you want me to screen share, by the way? I mean, I can definitely do that.
Yeah, could do that for a second if you fully buff. This is easier though for me because I can just like scroll through it very quickly and go from one thing to another. So I don't have to like order you around, like show this, show that, show that.
Oh yeah, no worries. I mean, I can give you the numbers right now. I mean, fully buff would be only with the self-applied buffs, right?
Well, you have the decent skills and everything, right? So your critical rate goes up to 100, your critical damage goes up to 48.
Yeah.
And your IED stays at 79, I'm guessing.
Correct.
I think your boss damage stays 87. Oh no, 109, I mean.
It's 109, yeah.
Okay. Focus on this one. Okay. Damage. And your damage percentage is at 169, or do you get something from something else?
Like, only 169.
Okay. 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 Alright, so... Alright. IA, ID... Matrix, Alright, let's start getting through this. So this is your link skill setup. This is kind of like a mix and match. You're doing like half, this is like half mobbing, half bossing setup. I assume that you don't have all of the link skills and everything just yet?
I don't. I'm still trying to level up a bit when I can.
Yeah, so when you have more of them, you'll have like an ideal setup for one and an ideal setup for another one. Like if you're mobbing with this setup, then Fury Unleashed doesn't do anything, Lightwash doesn't do anything, so on and so forth. And then if you're bossing, then Room Persistence doesn't do anything, Combo Skill doesn't do anything, right? So there's like a few of them that Bravado doesn't do anything. Like there's a few of them that will. If you look at the bigger picture, if you want to make the optimal mix and match of everything that you could have access to, then unlocking some of those link skills now would be direct damage input because it would go at the expense of really nothing. Because in either situation, there's just dead weight in your link skill setup. So there's already some something to be gained there. So we'll definitely look at which ones are ideal to put in. Your critical rate is now
100.
Well, it's 107, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But you don't have any in your hyperstats.
Actually, it's 112 with only links and buffs. But with Sharp Eyes, it's 222 actually. No, 122.
Wait, 112? So you did 97 and then you use Decent Sharp Eyes, right? Oh no, wait. Oh yeah, it goes over 100 without Decent Sharp Eyes even. Ah yeah, see, so there's probably also one... So for example, if you take Phantom Instinct away and you add some points in your hyper stats into critical rate instead, then that's another extra link skill that you could make available, for example. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 extra link skills that you could be adding that give you damage instead. If you add all of that up, that would be a decent chunk. And that would help you compensate for the lack of boss damage in your ability, but then the critical rate gives you the ability to switch other things into your link skills. So we'll look into that. Yeah, so you have 102 without Decent Sharp Eyes. Or that also means, of course, that you could, for now, maybe dump Decent Sharp Eyes instead and get more final damage out of an extra boost node, right? You'll lose a little bit of the critical damage, but you'll gain a lot of final damage, so we'll look into, which things you can kind of... Which ones are the least bad to drop, and then the best to take in return. Look at that. Okay, so ring situation. I don't know if you were here 2 days ago, but there were some people with ring questions as well. The last time when we talked to the Kana, who was going to be in Arcana and everything. Yeah, so rings that can get Star Force seem way better than event rings, but the thing is that they only start getting better once you get like 17 stars and up. If you're not planning on getting that anytime soon, then the event rings are way better because they basically have those same stats already on them for free, and all you have to do is give them potential.
Like the SS ring, right?
Yeah, Master SS ring, Synergy ring, Chaos ring, like all of those have extreme, like for example, your Chaos Treasure, Kana Treasure ring is 12 stars and has 36 stat and 1 attack. And if you take a Master SS ring, it has, what is it, 30 all stat. I don't have one on this character, do I? It's the same as this. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 30 all stat, so that's a little bit less, but then it has 20 attack, which is 19 more, and 1 attack is like roughly 4 stat for you, so that's like 80 stat equivalent more, so it's like triple the stat basically.
It's definitely more worth, yeah.
So it's way stronger, and you don't have to worry about star forcing whatsoever. So you can just yeah, so it's straight up cubing, and then you'll see that it gives you way more stat. No set bonuses, of course, but like the set bonus for this one is what, 3% damage, 3 attack. That does get overpowered as well by all the extra attack. And this is set with the shoulder.
I think I just took images or pictures of the rings first.
Yeah. Well, you probably, out of the 3 rings, you'll probably keep the kind of treasure. I'm thinking, but we'll get through the rest. Ifya ring. So this only gives you 3 set bonus, so that's not crazy. It's on 5 attack, 10 all stat. It's something, of course, to take into account. Reinforced ring. This one is 18% luck. That's pretty good. You are limited in your money, so I want to take that into account. Are you planning on... Is this now a period that you're planning on playing a lot more, and then the end of that period, or?
It really depends. I mean, currently for the events is primarily the reason I'm back, and because of the COVID-19, because I have way more time at home.
And and in the summer, you think you're gonna be playing more then as well, or?
I'm not sure at all.
Not sure. No, okay.
There is a possibility.
Yeah. Okay. 80, almost 9. Oh, pink holy. Oh no. I was looking at strength. Okay, but still okay. Yes, you got none of the Gollux set bonuses. So like the superior Gollux ring, right? Everyone thinks like, oh, superior Gollux ring, that's the OP ring. But again, this one is like 44 stat and 8 attack. That's also way less than an event ring, right?
True.
It has 12% luck. That's nice, of course, but you could go way past that with an event ring, and there's no set bonuses you're losing out on. So, cups okay for now. Using. Oh yeah, you have one pendant slot unlocked, but you have.
I put it. So I.
What the fuck is this flame, dude?
Sorry, what?
What is this Chaos Horntail flame? What the fuck?
Yeah, no clue.
4 attack, 3% all stat, and some stat. What? Okay.
It's what I got randomly, and then I started using it, and I mean, works.
Yeah, yeah, I guess it does. Even if it's not your, even if it's just secondary stat, it's like double what you would look for on a Horntail page, I guess. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I got you off. What were you saying?
No worries. So I bought the pendant slot yesterday. Or after I took the pictures, at least. So I do have it now, and that's the one I use.
Yeah. Okay.
With it.
Cool.
So it's just to get the what's accessory set? No, actually, it's not.
It gets you to 4, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter, but it's the best stat I currently have.
You would get it to 5 with Either with a Silver Blossom ring, or with a Zakum Eye or Zakum Face, or with a Pink Bean or Zakum Belt. Or with the
But then
Acidus
again,
earrings, I guess. Yeah. Or a combination of those.
Yeah.
Swift, Vellum, Utgard. Utgard guards. Nice. They really thought that went through. 14 attack, 4% damage, 2 all stat. Man, I could never get over how low the base attack of claws is. The 62. Feels like a level 40 sword or something. It's so weird. Okay. 9% attack. Get the weapon. Yeah, so you have the 6 set bonus for this one. So that gives you 2 lines of IED. That still gets you stuck on 79. You don't have the Explorer Mage Link skill?
No, I'm currently leveling up an IL.
Okay. Okay, reinforced belt, and that gives a lot of weapon attack. Oh, and that is 18%, so we're not touching that for a while. Chaser hat. Some good potential. It's also pretty good. Yeah, you're like missing out on some ID that you could be getting from the boss accessory set, but the items that you have are good enough to fill the slot to be able to account for not having it.
That's my thought as well.
What level is your ambition?
100.
Okay. Mr. Feeder, how is your progress towards 7-day Monster Parker medal?
Oh, it's horrible. I'm probably about halfway. Or
Okay.
not even, maybe like 40%.
Did you do it today?
No, Wednesday, right?
Yeah, today's
No, I
Wednesday.
haven't
Yeah.
done it yet today.
Okay. So is it called a solo CRA, or like would you duo it or trio it or something like that?
I mean, I would if I go to a party, but preferably solo. But I mean, if it's no chance to solo it or it takes too long, I mean, I tried it and I could get about 60% at 15 minutes. Then I saw that I couldn't do it. I didn't have enough damage.
Which ones
Or
did
I
you
didn't
try? Like, did you try 3-door or?
I tried here.
Okay. And how far did you get? Did you get to the part where he splits or?
Oh, I didn't remember actually.
Okay.
It's like 6 months ago.
Okay. Well, what is this megaphone over here in your? What is this subliminal marketing product placement for megaphones for Phases Guild going on over here?
Yeah, no clue.
Damn, okay. Trying to sneak into everything. One thing though, even if you're doing those bosses and you want Holy Symbol for your final damage, I think right now your boost nodes is where like all your damage is gonna have to come from. And getting your skills over level 20 will give you another, oh no, is it level 40? Will give you another 20% IED there as well on those skills, which is desperately needed. Because you've
Yeah.
pretty much accessed most of your sources of IED, but it's still like nowhere where you want it to be.
Typically it's just I feel like I'm really lucky and I want to get the perfect try out. I already have one for Quad Showdown and Mark,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't get the. I'm trying to get the what's it called? The nodes to be able to upgrade that.
Yeah, the boost nodes. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll probably get some for this event though, depending on how, like, what's the priority.
Yeah, the other one is like Flare, Death Star, Sudden Raid, but you really want to focus on getting another one that has Quattro, Assassin's Mark, and Showdown in a different order, right?
Right.
But yeah, so even if you want Holy Symbol at the end when you kill the boss and everything for drop rate or when you're training, using a second boost node in that slot and then switching it like near the end to get the drop rate is probably what you want to do for the boss fight. Having 2 boost nodes out. At this point, some people even use 3 boost nodes with some of those skills on just to boost it even faster.
Really?
Yeah, and then just put all of those, like if you have 3 nodes that are all level 3, you put them all in level 5 slots, you get 888, you get 24 at that point, right?
True.
That's much cheaper in the beginning to get a lot of final damage. So 24, so that would be plus 48 final damage. That adds
That's
up pretty
a
quickly.
really big boost, though.
Yeah, some people even unlock some extra slots for that to be able to equip more boost nodes in the beginning, just to get more value out of the leveled up slots. I see you have 1 matrix point, by the way, but you might have already used that since
Oh no.
since you took the screenshot.
I haven't. I just leveled up.
That's fine. Oh yeah, I see you're at 3.4%. Yeah. Oh yeah, and when you level one more time, you'll get an extra slot, so that'll allow you to add another boost node. So you could you could make a solid argument there that you just take nodes that are so boost nodes that are like 2 out of 3, and just put them in a level 5 slot for now. If you do that with 2 nodes, you'll just gain 12 levels, right?
True.
Well, that and when you're mobbing, you'll want to use different nodes than when you're bossing, right? You won't ever use Urda Nova. You probably use Urda Shower instead, I'm guessing. And
No. I mean, typically I would have enough map deletion, let's say, to be able to for that to be necessary.
I mean, but it does something, right? Where Urda Nova doesn't do anything when you're mobbing, or do you use it on like elite monsters or something?
No, I don't use it at all.
Yeah. So by optimizing your available spots like that, just like in the way we talked about with link skills, by having more options available to you, you can optimize it a little bit more. So you could throw in Urda Shower just to have another full map clear. So you could just keep spamming those. You could do like Death Star, Sudden Raid, Urda Nova throughout your Shuriken, throughout the whatever that is, the purple pink charm thing. And then by that time, the Death Star is probably back, and then Shuriken is back, and then that way you just constantly deleting the whole map.
You're thinking about Omen, right?
Yeah, Omen. Yeah, Dark Omen. That's yeah. Thanks for thinking along.
No worries.
Yeah. Okay, you don't have totems. That's unfortunate, but it's whatever.
I've also added the 2 totems I can get from the what's it called? The market thing.
Market thing. Oh, the black market in Yew Garden.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't have 2 though.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to work on your Legion. I think that's where we're gonna have to make some gains.
Trying my best.
Because so right now those points in critical rate on the right side, those are completely useless, right? Those don't give you anything.
Points? Sorry, what?
In your Legion setup, those points on the right side that are in critical rate, those don't give you anything right now. You have way too much. You're going over 100, so those points want to either be in boss damage or in critical damage.
True.
critical damage does more for you than boss damage does, but you're kind of low on both. And at this point also, adding to boss damage or critical damage will give you more damage than adding to luck. So you're going to have to completely redo this. Basically go flat line through attack, through the middle, through basically where MP is now, so that you can connect critical damage with boss damage on the other side. It's kind of what we're... actually, what you could do is go to the bottom half and basically go from the top corner of boss damage through Dex, and then through Intellect, Magic Attack, through HP, and then into Ignore Defense. Because you're going to need Ignore Defense in your Legion as well, and then go up to critical damage and down to Ignore Defense, and basically build like a, I don't know, like a lowercase h almost, like a really fat one, through the Legion. Predominantly put in attack, but then critical damage, boss damage, IED after that. IED by itself now is not very good because you'll just add one 6% line that doesn't do much. But as soon as you add the next 7 and you get a 13% line, it's going to start doing something.
Yeah.
And you'll need that way more than you need the attack and the luck right now, because you know how IED works, right? Like if you don't have the armor penetration, then just none of your damage gets through, no matter how much damage you really have. So
yeah, I got the gist of it.
Yeah, so in general, I think that in general does mean that you probably want to have at least like a 4K Legion just to get that online.
That's a lot of playing.
Yeah. Well, we have the... Did you already make the burning characters now?
I did.
Both of them?
Both? No.
See, there's another one. There's a burning coupon that you can buy in the shop.
Yeah.
That'll make another character into a burning character, so definitely use that. We have not had any announcement for the Pink Bean event, but last year's Pink Bean event at KMS also had one of those coupons in the rewards. And then in the summer, we're going to have the Terra burn for like all the way up to 200. So there is definitely some possibility there for some free Legion levels. But yeah, I think because of like how much you play and because you play intermittently, I think having a solid foundation in your Legion and more access to better link skills is going to overall be probably the best way to make gains now. Definitely get your next level like 220 so you can get an extra node slot, but like between nodes and building on your Legion, those are like more important because a lot of your gear, I would definitely say for the gear to switch to try to get the event rings, because those are just insane base stats that will allow you to get a lot stronger very quickly. But in general, the damage missing from the boost nodes and the utility from your link skills, that is gonna help you a lot for boss fights as well.
Okay, so should I replace all the rings except for the Gollux ring then?
Yeah, the Reinforced Gollux has the highest percentage now, right?
Yeah.
That one was what, 12 and 15?
15 and 30 boss.
18. Oh yeah, you have the reinforced set. Yeah, 30 boss and the 15 ID that you really need. Yeah, so keep the reinforced and switch the other 3 with. Do you have synergy rings on other characters or no?
I'm currently getting tons of coins on the other or on 5 characters.
Oh, nice. So you'll be able to buy a synergy ring easily there. So synergy, and then wait, the Master Ring SS is not in the shop now, is it?
Sorry, what?
The Master Ring SS, that one is not in the shop now, is it? It's Cosmos,
I think it is.
Vengeful. Which one is in there?
Star.
Yeah, I know the Chaos Ring's in there, but that's in the next. Oh shit! Hang on.
Cosmos one.
Oh, where did my thing go? God dang it! Pixel Coin Shop thing disappeared because I deleted a row. Okay, when that happened. Yeah, is Cosmos in there? Vengeful Reboot, Sylph, and Synergy.
Cosmos, Vengeful, Synergy, and Sylph.
Yeah, Sylph is shit. You don't want that one, but you would do want. So we want Chaos and Synergy, and then either. Well, Cosmos would be the strongest. It gets like a boost in Reboot for I don't know, for like 30 days or something, you get extra stat or weapon attack. It should say on the coupon.
Chaos Cosmos. What?
Sorry, just Cosmos Ring. Reboot Cosmos Ring, I think is the.
Yeah, Reboot Cosmos Ring.
Yeah, I think it should say in the description that it gives you extra stats in Reboot, right? For the first X amount of time.
With a rare rank potential. No.
Oh, it doesn't. Well, that's unfortunate. Shit, I'm trying to find something in the meantime, but it has disappeared. Oh, found it. Is this a shareable one? Okay. You see, yeah, so that's ring wise, and then pendant wise, you're good. You got the 4 set reinforced. Yeah, so a lot of the other items you could switch out with things that are individually stronger, and maybe also can get better flames. You know, talking about like the Von Leon stuff, or the Necro stuff, or the Empress stuff. But all of your stuff now is already epic. And you have the set bonuses. The other set bonuses don't really give you ID, and I think the ID is actually more valuable for you here. The fact that this gives you it's only 2 lines of 10%, which isn't insane, but it's something, and you definitely need some, and they're all already epic with like okay lines. So I feel like moving away from that now might be a little bit too much. The one thing that you could look into though is switching into the other knuckle that you already have. What are the stats on that one? That one is just clean, or?
The claw, the Sweetwater.
Yeah.
That's clean. With I don't think they're good. Flames. It's like 11 attack, 18 luck.
$11 attack, 18 luck. On the Sweetwater, okay. What is the base attack is quite high though, right? Or
It's
compared to like 60 or something? Is it Star Forced at all?
No, not at all. It's completely clean. I mean, yeah, that would give me 10%.
That has boss damage on it as well, right? Boss damage IED?
Yeah, but then I would not get more ID at all though, because of the.
Yeah, you would lose the 6 set bonus, yeah. And the 8 damage to normal monsters, so that's 12% because you have 4 on it as well. So you lose 12, but you gain 30 to bosses. And it's wait, how much attack is it now, including the flame?
On which one?
The Sweetwater?
105.
Yeah, so it's already 5 attack higher than your current one, and it doesn't even have any Star Force yet, so that would end up probably way stronger.
Probably, yeah, if I were to step down it.
So what you could do... Well, like, one thing you definitely want to get damage is just by getting like upgrading your weapon. I think I'll have to go to the Sweetwater Claw. Probably the easiest / best way to do that is just by like there's a no boom room now. You can I guess you can wait until there's 5, 10, 15 and then get this one to 16. And then transfer hammer into do you have the Commercy Claw?
No.
You did a prequest?
No.
No. Yeah, so in Sanka Mercy there's like prequest and you just get your weapons. You get like the whole outfit and everything from doing the quests there.
Might have sold that.
That's like the only 150 you can get other than Remaru. But that one's pretty RNG to do Madman Remaru for the level 150. Yeah, you might have to just upgrade the Sweetwater from scratch itself then. Just wait for the 5, 10, 15 event and then upgrade in the no boom room and then just get to 17, and then get potential on there. That'll give you a big damage boost.
Okay, yeah.
That's necessary. So we talked about the rings. All your other stuff is like pretty good. I guess last Sunday would have been nice to get all your stuff to 15, but getting up to 15 is kind of expensive compared to what you get for it. The only way getting to 15 is good is because it helps you get from 15 to 17 after that, and that's when the weapon attack starts coming in, and that's when it starts giving you a lot of damage. So just going up to 15 might even be like too expensive. How are you with HMAG and everything? Can't you get the Tyrant Cape?
Like
have you tried
barely solo normal.
Oh, it's solo normal, yeah, okay.
I mean,
HMAG is harder than CVL, yeah, you're right. Okay, force set there. Flame, scoop. Do you get Master Craftsman cubes every now and then?
Well, now and then, yeah. But currently I'm trying to cube the my Tricksters pants. I don't remember how I got them. Was from something, but
oh, maybe from Maplehood Watch.
yeah, that might be it.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, but you're not gonna wear them until you have both of them, right?
Especially the top, yeah.
Yeah, because what I was thinking is you can also use them on your heart. Heart is the lowest amount of junk lines of basically of all of your equips, so that's the easiest one to get like 2 lines of luck on.
Yeah. So, do you know if there will be any cube events in the near future?
No. Typically we have DMTs in March, July, and December, but we completely skipped the March one, and basically the community manager said like there's no plans to do DMT like right when I asked, at least, because we just had Marvel, and non-reboot people don't want to, they want to kind of like space out the cash events where people need to spend a lot of money.
So frankly, it would be. I could do that now.
To cube your heart, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think there's more pressing things, like start forcing up your weapon all the way and getting good potential on there is way more important, I think. So and that's going to cost you all of your money that you have. If you like that can easily cost you how much you have, and maybe even like 5 times more depending on how demanding you are on that weapon. So that's definitely where your money needs to go first. I was just asking, like, if you have if you get like extra cubes somewhere.
Oh, right.
What is it with getting like luck and attack and 4% all stat on all of your shit items and flames? How do you do this? Can you share your secret with the chat?
Of course. Don't play that much.
48 flame. How do you do this? Okay.
Is that good,
yeah, yeah, like 40 is like what I have, like 40 on 2 of my items on my arc, and your earring is like 48. That's like 20% better. On the upper end, yeah. Okay, so equip wise, upgrade into the Sweetwater Claw. So wait for 5, 10, 15 and no boom, or well, you can go up to 15 now, I guess, but like you can go up to 10 already, and then technically 10 to 15 will be a little bit faster with 5, 10, 15, because 10 to 11 will always work. And then 16, and then I guess safeguard to 17. That should not cost super much. Ring wise, so get the synergy ring, either the Cosmos or the Vengeful, whichever one you want, and the Chaos ring in the next tier of the shop, and have reinforced as a 4th ring there. Keep everything else. No, because that will break your Sengoku set. Where's your shoulder potential? I think you might have missed your shoulder in the pictures, or I might have missed 9%. It. Did I? No, you missed it. It wasn't.
Oh right, it's 9%.
9%
with 12 stars. Yeah.
Okay. Because you'll lose the set bonus, but you'll, while switching the rings, you'll also lose a set bonus for... No, because you equip the pendant. So you have the cup, the pendant, and the badge. So you still have 3 set bonus, so that won't get broken up, so that's fine. Okay. So you're switching the weapon, and you're switching 3 of the rings. And that's it. That's, like, for now, that's it equip-wise. And then the rest of it is working on leveling, on boost nodes, and getting the right boost nodes and leveling those up. And working on your Legion and your Link skills is where like a lot of it is going to be, because you need to rearrange all your pieces. I see you got a lot of the luck users, so that's good for your member bonuses.
Yeah.
What is the one archer? Is that a marksman or?
I can't get in my Legion right now. I don't know why.
Okay. But there's one triple archer piece. So, oh yeah, if you're in a map where you cannot teleport to the raid, then you also can't open your Legion.
Yeah.
So if you're in the Pixel Kingdom or whatever. Yeah, because you're like way over on critical rate now. And you want to rely on a 10% critical rate for decent sharp eyes, because it also gives you critical damage. But then if all of that critical rate goes overboard, then you want to remove other sources of critical rate. So for now, eventually you want to get rid of the link skills that give you critical rate, or your first line of legendary ability, of course. But the way it is now, you don't have like a lot of honor experience to work with or anything, so we're going to keep that locked in where it is for now.
Yeah,
Yeah, so the main thing is reorganizing your pieces, but as you build out your Legion and the grid gets bigger and bigger, you don't want to have to completely redo it every single time. So, I mean, you're close to 2.5. That just gives you 1 extra character. So that's not huge. But then 3k, you'll get 5 extra characters and an extra size in the Legion. So like 3k will already be a very big boost for you.
True.
Okay, and that will get you to the point where you can put all of the characters that you currently have all in your Legion. So the main thing is, there's like 30 classes you don't have yet. If you make those 30 classes and just cut them all to level 60, so they count for your Legion, that's 1.8k extra, and you'll already be at 4.3. Is basically what I'm asking of you, is to make 18 level 60s.
Should be too hard.
If you do that, your Legion grid gets 2 bigger. You can put, compared to now, 7 extra characters in. You'll get a bunch of critical damage. Your ID will start counting, and a bunch of boss damage, and then whichever what is left goes into attack, basically. So like I said, you do like the side view of a bed, I guess, from basically the right side of the left side of boss damage up until the middle, and then you stay under the middle. You go horizontal through Dex, Intellect, Magic Attack, HP, like this, and then into Ignore Defense and critical damage. And then you basically want to focus on critical damage first, boss damage after, then ID. Well, for you, maybe ID is even more important than boss damage. And then whatever is left goes into attack, which will be replaced with where Dex is now. And then luck will probably be here. But it doesn't really matter, because like your main stat is going to be the least important, like the least of your worries. It's mainly going to be critical damage, ignore defense, and boss damage those are really important. Then it's going to be, just mix and matching your critical rate to get exactly to 100%, no more, no less. Check exclamation mark links so you can see which link skills and which Legion are like the most important to get, and just go down the list there. I don't know if you have a Shade or if you have a Jet, for example.
Currently, no.
Because those both give critical damage as well in their Legion, so as soon as you throw those in, that's a little bit extra critical damage as well. And all those little bits are going to start adding up, and you're going to start snowballing, basically. If you add that with higher level boost nodes and with the gear switches that we talked about, you're going to be probably doing 2.5 to 3 times your damage in a month, I think.
Right, okay. That's actually...
And I think that should get you at CRA.
I mean, definitely.
And probably HMAG like right after that, once you get your pieces from the 3-door.
Yeah.
And then you can switch into the Tyrant Cape, and then and so on and so forth.
start snowballing.
Hopefully, in the meantime, though, hopefully the familiars come back or something that gives you more access to IED will pop up, and then that'll be a little bit easier as well. Because with Seaval himself has a lot of defense, but they did lower him recently, so he's not as insanely up there anymore. But once you have the Explorer Mage link, that should give you the debuff as well for a little bit extra IED, and once you put more in your Legion, I think you'll get close.
So, in terms of the Claw steer,
Yeah.
would you go for IED? Full lines of IED?
If you get a line on there, you probably want to keep that. Even if you don't get any attack percent, but you get like a line of boss and a line of IED, that's probably good enough for you to keep.
Right.
Because you're like limited in money. If you get two lines that are any of those three, right? Attack, boss damage, IED, you probably want to keep those. An extra line of 30% could actually help you out quite a bit. The way it was before with familiars and everything, it was basically people would try to go for a line of IED on their emblem, get like 1 line IED, 2 line attack, until you get to 8k Legion, and then you can roll out of that because you can just get a chunk of 40% from your Legion. But then, you know, familiars came along, and then that changed, and everyone was like, oh, dip all IEDs. But then immediately they blocked familiars again, so everyone's like, pause champ, like okay, like don't make any big decisions, but also don't sit around forever and not be able to kill anything. Yeah, we're kind of in IED limbo right now, so.
Yeah, I think I was at 87 before the changes.
Yeah, like that's a pretty good comfortable number to sit at, because if you add then the debuff from the Mage Link skill, you get like pretty close to 90, which is like right where you want to sit for Seaval. But then removing one total line of 30% is pretty yikes.
Huge, yeah.
Okay, any other specific questions you have? Have you practiced? You've practiced the bosses already, right? You know enough about the mechanics that you need to play around and stuff?
If anything, then I'll just watch the videos that is available.
Yeah, if you watch any of the videos and you still have questions, you're like, why are you doing this? What's going on here? Then yeah, you can always ask for extra information, of course.
Yeah. Other than that, no, not really.
Okay.
I think I'm fine.
Yeah, if anything comes to mind, you can always, you know where to find me.
Yeah. Definitely.
I'll be here.
Right. Brilliant.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you as well, and best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, see you.